Next topic, electric field intensity due to infinity long sheet of charge. So here we have to find out field intensity due to the sheet, and sheet is infinity long, it is already mentioned. Okay, sheet is infinity long and this sheet contains a charge, either it is positive charge or negative charge. Okay, so here again we have to consider Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so here we have to consider x, y and z axis. Okay, so as we know that in x, y and z in Cartesian coordinate system there are the three planes. First plane is xy plane, second plane yz plane, and third plane is xz plane. Or you can say that there are the three sheet: xy sheet, yz sheet and xz sheet. Okay, so here the sheet or plane is present in anywhere. Either we have to consider xy sheet or xy plane, yz sheet or yz plane, and xz sheet or xz plane. Okay, so for our simplicity we have to consider infinity long sheet is present on yz plane. Okay, so here this one is my infinity long sheet. Okay, you can consider this is infinity long sheet. Okay, so it is sheet, and if you see this sheet is parallel to which plane? This sheet is parallel to yz plane. So which axis is perpendicular to this sheet? Yes, x axis is perpendicular to this sheet. Okay, so this sheet is a infinity long, that we have to just assumed. Okay, now we have to find out electric field intensity due to this sheet anywhere on xyz coordinate. Okay, so this sheet is present on which plane? This sheet is present on yz plane. Okay, so that is why we have to find out electric field intensity on x axis. Okay, so you have to choose one point. Suppose this is my point P2. Okay, so we have to find out the electric field intensity at point P2 due to this infinity sheet. Okay, but actually as we know that it is impossible to measure it because the sheet is infinity. Okay, so that is why it is necessary to divide this sheet into a different equal parts. Okay, so I have to divide this sheet into a different parts. Okay, so I have to take a vertical line. Okay, and I have to divide a sheet into a equal part, and I have to choose only one differential length. Okay, so this okay, so actually this one is a very small portion of the sheet. Okay, this line is a small portion of the sheet. Okay, you have to just remember whenever we have to divide a line into a small portion, so it is represented using a single point that we have discussed in a last lecture. And if you divide a sheet into a different parts, so we have to consider a line. Okay, fine. So here we have to consider this line. Okay, so there are so many equal amount, okay, or there are so many equal length of line are present here. Okay, because we have to divide a sheet into a equal length of line, and I have to consider only one line here. Okay, so no need to draw all those lines. I have to just consider my interested line. Okay, fine. Now one point is present because this line is passing through the y-axis, so one point is present here, and this point is known as P1, and point P1 is present on which axis? On the y-axis, so coordinate is 0, y, 0. Point P2 is present on the x-axis, so coordinate is x, 0, 0. This is my origin. Okay, fine. So now we have to find out first of all electric field intensity at point P2 due to this line. Okay, so in a last session we have derived the equation of electric field intensity due to infinity long line, which is vector E is equals to rho L upon 2 pi epsilon 0 rho into a rho. What is rho L? Rho L is line charge density, which is coulomb per meter. What is rho? Rho is a distance of my line with respect to point. Rho is a direct distance of line with respect to point. It is known as rho. Okay, so here this one is my line. Okay, this blue is my line. Okay, now which one is the distance? So distance of this line with respect to point P2. So we can say this is a direct distance. Okay, and it is nothing but rho. This distance is nothing but it is rho in this case. But we can represent this vector as a R12 vector. And if I have to consider this mode of R12, which is nothing but rho. Is it clear? Okay. So here we have to apply which concept? Here we have to apply the concept of line charge density. Why? Because we consider a line. But actually it is not a line, it's a surface. That means if I have to combine equal amount of lines, so it makes a surface. Okay, so we have to actually apply this concept of surface charge density. Okay, so as we know that rho s is known as surface charge density and rho l is known as line charge density. What is the unit of rho s? Unit of rho s is coulomb per meter square and unit of rho l is coulomb per meter. So I will just relate these two, rho s and rho l. Is it clear? Okay. Now you can say this is the width of the line. Okay, and line is present on the y-axis. So this is the differential width dy. Okay, now I have to relate rho s and rho l. Okay, I again repeat. Unit of rho s is coulomb per meter square. Unit of rho l is coulomb per meter. Okay, so if I have to relate these two, so we can write in this way that rho l is equals to rho s into dy. This is dy. Okay, how? So if you see in terms of unit, we know that what is the unit of rho l? It is coulomb per meter. What is the unit of rho s? Coulomb per meter square. And it's dy. Dy means is a differential length and unit of length is meter. So 1 meter, meter cancel out. So we can equate this one. We can equate this one. Is it clear? Okay. So I think it is easy to understand. Rho l is equals to rho s into dy. So I have to put this value here. So now E is equals to rho s into dy upon 2 pi epsilon 0 rho into a rho. But now what is rho? Rho is nothing but, as I have told you, rho is a distance between these 2 points. Please differentiate this all the term. This is rho l, line charge density. Rho s, surface charge density. And this is a distance, rho. This is not a density, but it's a distance between these 2 points. Okay, or if you find out the mode of R12 vector, it is nothing but rho. Is it clear? Okay, so this rho is a distance between 2 points. Okay, this rho is nothing but is a distance between point P1 and P2. Okay, so here we can write rho is nothing but mode of R12 vector. Okay, and what is arrow? This arrow is a R12 vector, unit vector of R12 vector. Okay, so let us find R12 vector. R12 vector is equal to point P2 coordinate minus point P1 coordinate. Okay, so this is my R12 vector. So this is x minus y0. Okay, so this is x ax minus y ay. Okay, so mode of R12 vector is under root of x square plus y square. This is the mode of R12 vector. Okay, and unit vector is, how can we define the unit vector? Unit vector means vector upon its mode. In this way we have to define a unit vector. Okay, so this vector is x ax minus y ay upon its mode under root of x square plus y square. Now to substitute all those values, I will substitute all those values, value of R12 and value of AR12 here. Okay, and then after I have to just do the simplification. Okay, so now we can write vector E is equals to, okay, we can write in this way that vector E is equals to rho s into dy upon 2 pi epsilon 0 rho means it is under root of x square plus y square into arrow is nothing but here it is AR12 vector. That means x ax minus y ay upon x square plus y square. upon x square plus y square. Okay, it's under root of x square plus y square. Fine. Okay, so now the main thing is direction of our electric field at point P2. Okay, so as you can see in this figure, electric field at point P2 is in which direction? Electric field at point P2 is in the x direction, because point P2 is itself is present in the x direction. So electric field due to this infinity plane is in the x direction. Okay, so here we have to just consider x ax and we have to neglect y ay, because electric field is present only in the x direction, not in y direction. Okay, fine. So actually this is a differential electric field. Why it is differential electric field? It's not a whole electric field, but we can say this one is my differential electric field. Okay, this is dE. Okay, why differential? Because we consider a differential length to divide this infinitely long sheet into the equal amount of line. So we have to consider a differential electric field. Okay, so now the total electric field, okay, total electric field due to infinity sheet is integration minus infinity to plus infinity into dE vector. Okay, so I will just take the integration of this term. So it is minus infinity to infinity rho s dy. Now to consider only x ax term. Okay, because field is present only in the x direction. Okay, and x square plus y square, square root into square root, so it is x square plus y square. Is it clear? Okay, so now we have to just apply our basic knowledge of integration. Here we have to just take which one is a variable, y is a variable. Okay, so you have to just choose y is equals to x tan theta. Okay, so what is dy? Dy is x sec square theta into d theta, and if you put all those values, okay, so integration limit is change minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 rho s dy is x tan theta. Okay, x is remains as it is, so it is x square into ax divided by 2 pi epsilon 0. Okay, here x square plus y square, but y is x tan theta, so it is x plus x square tan theta. X square is common, and 1 plus tan square theta, sec square theta. Okay, so this x square cancel out. Okay, tan theta, sec square theta, tan theta, sin theta by cos theta, and this is 1 upon cos square theta. Okay, so if you take the integration, so in this case, okay, so if you solve this, so your answer E is equals to rho s upon 2 epsilon 0 into ax. Okay, so this is the equation of electric field intensity due to infinity long surface. Okay.